in the road crater? Am I covered or no?
Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh, aren't you two-time Rose Bowl champ, Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
or hitting football players,
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All of the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when you need help with the assignments. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RVA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
check. Somebody turn the mic up, finally. Can you hear me okay? Is this too loud?
specifically here for On Focus. Alongside me is Steve Akanek, running the camera, running the mixer, running the stats, the keyboard. He's doing the whole kit and caboodle. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
And here we are in Colby, Wisconsin, not only home of your Colby Hornets, but home to Wisconsin's original cheese, Colby cheese, here for this non-conference matchup. The Clover Belt East meets the Merriwood South. The Stratford Tigers coming into Seatown to see if they can disrupt the Hive. Both teams fighting for a win, hoping to get themselves above 500. And that's what brings us here today.
Yeah, both teams coming off of some games against some tough opponents. Obviously, we were here last Thursday, Colby taking on the number 1 team in the state in D4 in Athens. And, you know, Stratford's had a couple. They've had to play Phillips. They've had to play some bigger schools. So both of them kind of, you know, records are probably a little misleading here.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, the thing with the Athens game, the comments I was getting from a lot of people was, yeah, they lost those sets, but they didn't give those sets away.
No.
So that's, and same thing could be said about like when you're playing those really high gauge opponents. It's like, and this may sound ridiculous, but what was the quality of play? Because you can have these blowouts and whatnot, and you can have those at this part of the season. The main thing you gotta gear up for is that, can I get these girls prepared and geared up when we get into the heart of the season, and then can we make that a watercress moment and then perpetuate and then get ready for the playoffs? So, you know, a lot of those tough teams playing them early on, quite honestly, those are like honing in on your skills, seeing what kind of grit your team is, and what kind of mentality do you have, not just physically but mentally. And that's why I think, like, what's going to make this matchup really special, Steven, is, like you said, okay, we're shredding off the Athenses, the Edgars, and all these other people. We got a Stratford and a Colby playing against each other where we can actually, like, match up pound for pound, and let's see what each other is made of.
You know, and you talk about those losses, and both teams have had their last loss is one that you can probably take some positives out of. I think for Colby, the fact that they hung in with Athens as well as they did in that match and didn't just completely give up against, you know, Athens is just lucky to have a single class that is just athletically gifted there. And Stratford, you know, they lost 3-0 on the 8th to Columbus at home. They go to the Auburndale tournament and they lose 2-1. So they got better. They did a little bit better against Columbus, who is a power in volleyball as well. So being able to do both of those things kind of brings that extra little bit of energy in for, you know, for both teams that, hey, we're getting better, we're doing better. Now they have a chance to both look and see, all right, do we make that next step?
That's the biggest thing, is just like, are we going to turn these losses into a moment to build ourselves up more? Because if we can hang tough with this team, then certainly we'll be able to take on the next opponent. Mm-hmm. And that's something, you know, with the head coach, Wade Omeshen, for Colby, I asked him, I'm like, you know, obviously you're a new head coach. You've been having kind of like a rough start of the season. How has this been treating you? And, you know, before he finished, he interrupted my question and he said, no, we're making so many big gains. Each time we're playing these big opponents, we're sneaking a match here and there. We almost get like 2, or we win 2 and we push them to 5. Or we're hanging tight. We're only dropping only by a few points at the very end, when by rights, a team like this last year, we would have been blown out. He's focusing and he's seeing these big gains.
And when you're in a situation where you're kind of building back up to something with some of the young talent on this Colby team, you want to focus on the positives.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, you want, you know, if you look at that roster, you know, there's a freshman, a couple sophomore, 3 sophomores that all play major minutes or major points for him.
Go ahead.
So you don't want to, you know, be too hard on the fact that it is a young team, and keep them positive and keep them realizing that they're growing.
And that's what I mean. It's just like, you're gonna look at the season and you're gonna like, we're gonna make a final push and we're gonna thrust this thing into the playoffs. But also, like you just said, you got to keep your eye on the ball. It's about developing a program. It's not win or lose this season. You got to focus on like, what do I want to turn this program into? And like you said, it's a young team. Let's set ourselves up for like these years to come. And you know, some people would be like, oh geez, you guys are writing off this team already. Not really. No. You know, it's just, you can focus on this season, but you can also recognize the depth and the youth of that roster, and it's hard not to think about like what will be too. So I'm going to try to run down there because Steven, guess what?
What?
I didn't get the full roster for the Stratford Tigers. No, I got the full roster. I just don't know who the starters are.
Okay.
If anybody's unfamiliar, I also do the announcing for the Colby games here, so I'm going to be hopping down there in about, I don't know, at 7:15, do the national anthem, do the lineups, and then Steven's going to save me a seat back up here, and then we're going to do some play-by-play.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun. So, Steven, I'm going to bail for just a little bit, but Perfect. I promise I am going to return. Are you going to commercial?
I am going to commercial.
Hey, can I do a commercial break thing?
Yeah.
Everybody, don't go anywhere. This is a great way to start your Monday. We have Monday Night Volleyball. Set aside that football game. You probably don't even get that football game right now. You're watching this for free. It's going to be great entertainment, great teams. Don't go anywhere.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no?
Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Aren't you two-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
Or hitting football players.
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Are you ready for a faster and easier mortgage process? TAP Lending combines the speed and efficiency of technology and people, and a great local bank. The perfect combination for your mortgage.
Welcome back. Looking ahead for us here as we wait for the start of this. We're about 2 minutes away from our national anthem and starting lineups. Looking ahead, tomorrow we will have great Northern Conference volleyball as the Medford Raiders finally get a home game. They will host the Northland Pines Eagles. That is JV 5 o'clock, 5:30, varsity 7 o'clock. Then we've got Thursday night football. Medford Raiders hosting the Ashland Ordockers, one of the better mascots in the state. That will be a 7 o'clock start from Raider Field. Make sure to tune in for that one. And then Friday, we have the big one. The Colby Hornets, currently ranked number 5 in the state in D5. They will head to Edgar, the number 2 ranked team in the state in D7. That we will have that game for you, 7 o'clock start from Edgar. So make sure to tune in for that one as well. So, and then we are back. Our next Colby volleyball match, taking a look at our schedule. Our next scheduled Colby volleyball will be, find where we are in the schedule, actually be, next Colby action outside of football will be on the 22nd. We'll be back here a week from Thursday. Greenwood in town to take on Colby in volleyball. We will also be up in Medford for some Colby at Medford swimming action. So we're going to try and do both. It's going to be an interesting shuffle, but we're going to get them both in for you. So we'll have that on the 22nd, and then that is actually, I thought we had Loyola Colby volleyball on the 4th possibly, and that's it. So just a couple volleyball games left to go, but we're going to turn it over to Matt Omican on the mic downstairs for the school song, national anthem, and starting lineups. We'll be back with the call in just a moment.
To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, national anthem starting lineups in the books. We are ready for volleyball. Matt will be making his way up here in just a moment. So it will be Stratford on the serve first as we get all set and ready to go here. A rare Monday night for volleyball. Usually
Oh my goodness. Steven, did I miss anything?
just some really good DJing and good announcing.
Oh yeah, I bet. Oh man. Hey everybody, welcome once again. In case you missed it, my name is Matthew Olmekin here for On Focus, sitting alongside my good friend Steve Akanek. Akanek?
Yep.
See, it's only taken me how many years? On Focus came in and said, like, hey, I heard there's going to be a great volleyball matchup, and how great would this be to bring this out to the masses to start off the week? And there we are. And here we go. Stratford on the first serve. Here comes the setup to the far left. Nice strike to the back. Number 8 can't wrangle it in. First point for the Hornets.
And a nice first step there, getting the serve back right away. You know, kind of gets a little bit of a break there for Colby.
Well, it's always nice to not have that 2-point lead go against you. It's nice to get this back. And what a great serve by Savannah. Usually on those serves, everybody's like, wow, awesome. And then the coach says, don't do that again.
Exactly.
Thompson, always an excellent server. And I jinxed her. Just as a good announcer, well, it just flies out of bounds. What I was going to say is Thompson's usually pretty masterful at special placement on those serves. Berg for Stratford. Hop, skip, and a serve. Deep corner. Gets wrangled in. It's going to be a free ball for Stratford. Can't quite bring it back in. That first bump by Wilner got a little bit away from her, kind of off kilter, kind of misdirected that ball.
That's a bit of what we saw when things kind of came off the rails a little bit against Athens, was when they didn't quite get that first good hit.
Absolutely. Big swing there by Wilner. Stratford comes back up with a big block there by number 11, Reich. Hit to the outside corner, just doesn't get the velocity to go down. 3-point swing goes to Stratford. Tessa is a senior. Second on the team in kills. She's got a big arm. Savannah popping it up. Set to the outside. It's going to be a free ball for Stratford. Here comes to the middle. Oh, and big blocks up there by Dalen. Dalen. Boom! Big swing! There's a lot of spin on that ball. Stratford able to get it rounded back in. Colby looking to see if they can use a free ball. Set to the corner. Wilner, big swing again. The libero able to get underneath it. Burt from the back. Hitting it to the center. Everybody's getting big hits. That was Harrison Schmidt. Excellent response here by Colby, getting underneath all these balls here, and a nice set. Plays the line. Great vision. Usually when you see those high pop-ups on a set, you're all holding your breath like, oh boy, here we go, we got to reset. But if you know you can hit that outside corner where somebody's got to take more than 3 steps to try to chase after it, they don't have enough time to gauge if that's in or out. So you're just going to, you play that 50-50 ball. And those work more than you think. That was a great spot. Another dump ball. Colby looking to see if they can capitalize. It's a tied ball game. Into the net.
Just a little too far over on that one. Didn't quite time it right.
Yeah, just off a little bit. Great rotation, and that's what he's swinging his arms because he wanted her to really jump into that, get closer to the net. A nice pop-up, and Wilner just a half second too late getting over to that ball. She really didn't need to take that first big step so she could get that vertical up and then get on top of it. Got a new server right now, that's Linder. And it sails inbounds, hits the line. Stratford trying to put it back up here. Big fan bases on either corner in this gymnasium. It's going to start getting loud. That was a nice heads-up move by Georgia Weiland. She gives it the old fist pump.
You can swing as hard as you want a lot, and against a team like Stratford that for years has been known for being able to dig those big hits out, to be able to have the placement shot like that is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. Wilner on the outside gives it a little bit of a dunk. Stratford scrambles, gets back underneath it. Colby getting set back to work. In the middle, and Weiland, ball still alive. Savannah says, calm down, everybody. I'm going for the corner. Going to the outside, big swing to number 8. And it goes out of bounds, Hollitz. She is your junior for the Tigers. Solid all-around player. Probably expect to see more out of her. Block.
Reached over the net.
That's exactly right, because at first I'm like, well, I didn't really see a double hit, but yep.
No, and that one, I think it looked like both officials thought the other one was going to call it. So
Are you going to say something? Oh, you're saying something? Oh, goes through the hands. Lydia Decker didn't get those hands squared up to curve that back in, and instead Stratford able to swing it far left. That was a good cut. Who do we got there? Savannah. Nice set straight up, but she probably bumped into the net. Yep, and there was much rejoicing. Sonia Peterson is your server now. Wow, this is an old team. Junior, senior, senior, junior. Dalen to Wilner. Free ball for Stratford. Fake set. That looked like a carry.
Yep.
That was a weird set, one of them off-balance things.
I think she was trying a little trick shot backwards to try and catch Colby out.
Yeah, it just kind of went the other way. You can tell that and it's going to sail out of bounds, and Libero can't wrangle it back in. You know, I think there's some chippiness developing here, because I think there's this low-lying aggression between the two football programs, and I think that predominates both fan bases on either corner. But anyway, back to the volleyball game as it is. And that's going to sail out of bounds. Gets out of control from the arms on Wilner. Harrison tried her darndest to get on the motor and try to chase after, but it was going to go into the theater. Set to the outside to Savannah. I call those the false swings. You mean to hit the junk out of it, but you lose track of it, but it throws the defense off kilter. That's exactly right.
Right off the side of the hand.
A helpful shank, as some people like to call it. What a great serve! Kennedy Bills. The drop shot. That's when you really wind up, and then looks like it's going to carry some velocity, but it just drops short, just like that. Deep set in the back. Big swing there by Sheeler. Harrison going to swat it away, trying to hit that back corner. A little bit too much finger magic on that one. Tie ball game. I told you this was going to be exciting.
It is.
I hope you people got some snacks by that couch, because you're not going to go anywhere. That's Weeks on the serve. Savannah jumps into the net. Too much momentum on that one. And in a small gym, there's only so many places you can hide. Weeks on the serve. That's a nice set to the outside. Thompson says, give me that. That was a nice cut. It's a 50-50 ball. Ooh, nice heads-up play there by Weiland. Here comes a set. Block. Almost got it underneath there. Wilner almost with the dig. But that was what a great team of three up there, especially with that Berg and Roy. They really got a good connection going up there. Speaking of Berg, that was her on the block. Savannah sending it over. Looking to see if she can give the defense a fighting chance here. Big blocks! Harrison and Georgia. Georgia say no. You see Georgia And when somebody says, like, that's one of Colby's top blockers and hitters, somebody would be like, seriously? Yeah, she has got a heck of a vertical, great instincts. That set goes into the net. Tie ball game again, 12-12. These are the kind of volleyball games that you don't just like to enjoy. These are the ones that are fun to play in.
Oh, for sure.
Because every point is an opportunity. Like, you don't feel down and out when it's like 5-point swings here and there. Oh! Locked and loaded, Dalen. Got a little bit too much on that one.
A little too much mustard.
Arm didn't come back quite far enough, and the snap just wasn't there, but the holy mackerel, the muscle certainly was. Wilner, great recovery. Harrison, great spot. There's the set by Roy. And it falls inbounds. I believe that was...
Nope.
Oh, it was out.
It was tipped.
Oh, nice.
Got tipped at the net by Colby, so...
Oh, dear. Well, there you go.
But also, this is the type of match when you get, also on top of it, you get the two student sections going the way they are right now, early.
Yeah. Bearing down on everybody. Harrison, big swing. Nice recovery there. Libero setting it back. I believe that is to Sheeler. Colby getting back to work. Savannah, big hit, right on the line. Great spot right in the middle of the defense. Nobody was there. The Libero was playing up tight. 13-14. Colby trailing by 1. Don't look at the time clock. There isn't a minute remaining. Oh, sorry, you don't have that on your thing. Savannah on the serve. Roy with the set. Burke trying to make the best of it. Georgia. Double hit. Those sets are tricky. Very, very tricky. Really easy to do that carry. A lot of times the refs are looking to see what kind of spin or no spin there is. But anyway, back to it. Georgia. Weiland. That was a nice swing. There's... Nope, that wasn't Berg. Sorry about that. Weiland tipping it back over. Nice recovery by Stratford there. Roy with the set and the swing by Hollitz. Out of bounds. You got to be very disciplined to beat Colby, especially on that back line. Not to get crazy eager to chase after every single one of those. It's easy to tell somebody, like, hey, between the hip and the shoulders, don't touch it. But that's easier said than done when that game is playing at millisecond speed. Whistles are blown. Coming back to Colby.
Double hit again.
15-15. Colby fan base returning the chant back in kind. Into the net, Harrison serve. 60.
I think she was, again, going for that clip the top of the net.
You know, once you do it a couple of times, you're like, I can get it. But then, like I said, sometimes it doesn't treat you right. And then the other reason that, your coach is going to bark at you like, don't try that again. Sometimes it's all about just getting that ball over. Give your defense at least a chance to get it back. Berg to Roy, far outside, Hollitz. Bang!
That's a big swing.
Well, that Hollitz, I didn't get much stats on her, unless maybe this is her. Between her and Sheeler, they have a lot of kills in between those two. Georgia bringing it up to Dalen. Not making it snap. Sails out of bounds. Just got to bring that in just by a couple of feet. Linder on the serve. Far back middle. Georgia popping it up. Wilner trying to make something out of it. Free ball for Stratford. Roy with the back set. Yoder! Colby recovering. Dalen tapping it back over. Far outside swing to Sheeler. Off the speaker. Harrison, good adjustments. Wilner gonna pop it back over. Colby staying in the fight. Double hit.
And right there, you talked a little bit about Harrison Schmidt recovering on the ball off the speaker. That's why it's so important, because you never know what's going to happen.
That's exactly right. Like, you just keep that play alive. Don't get frustrated if you're not getting these kills, because you know what? Sometimes just keeping the set alive is just what it's all about. A mistake is going to happen somewhere, and there you go. Stratford getting it back, 16-20. We're still here in the first set of this highly anticipated matchup. Peterson on the serve. Georgia popping it up. Wilner, big block. Oh my goodness, Yoder and Roy putting up the wall. 16-21. Sonia on the serve. Harrison, oh wow, what a secession right there. Georgia keeping it alive off the net. Oh, I'm sorry, not Georgia. Decker. Harrison sending it back over. Sonia popping it up to Sheeler. Colby looking to see if they can capitalize. Nice bump over the net right there. Here's the set. Sheeler blocked! Stratford popping it back up. Sails out of bounds. That was Daisy Yoder. 17-21. Colby very much in the fight.
I think you probably want 3-4 points here, at least. Get it to
mathematically, you would be correct. It would be great to get 3 or 4 points.
I meant 2 or 3. Get it to within about 1 at minimum here.
Ah, I see what. No, I know what you're saying. Oh, close to the net, don't reach over. Oh, wow, they're going to give it to Colby. That was borderline. Very, very close. Lydia Decker. Hey, there's point 1 that Steven was talking about. Oh, but all we got was a 2-point swing. You're right.
But it helps.
Every point helps. Ask the scoreboard. Stratford playing with the lead. But for how long? 19-22. But now this is where Akanek was talking about, like where a 3-point swing is crucial. All of a sudden, you bring that game back into play. Bills, usually a very good server, plays the back line well. Nice. Roy couldn't quite get underneath it. Going back to Colby.
And Colby actually being down 2 is in a good spot with somebody like Kennedy Bills, who has a very diverse repertoire of serves.
Absolutely. There's a big swing there by Yoder. Colby looking to see if they can capitalize. Savannah going to that back corner, chasing after the libero. Set to the outside to Berg. Colby recovering. Savannah going right back at the libero. Stratford going right back to Berg and not going to quite get there. The set, I think that came from Sonia, just didn't quite have the distance, meaning height-wise it was just a touch too shallow. No, this is a good rotation though, where Bills is in the back and rotates Savannah up to the front. Big swing there and it's out.
Tied at 22.
22 up pop. And a timeout is called. Stratford looking to see if they can recoup.
We'll be back here in just a moment.
Experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
And we're back. Got about 8 seconds left here in the timeout. Both teams are just jazzed up. The energy in here could power the California power grid. Bill still serving. Stratford looking to see if they got an answer. The libero is telling each of her flanks, pinch in. She's got back line. There she goes. She's got the back. There's the bump. That's what she was talking about. Attacking the depth of the Colby team, going after that back row. Savannah, big swing. Doesn't get underneath it as Kaylin Sheeler. Schiller. No, Sheeler.
Oh.
Sheeler.
Okay.
She had me spell it out that Bills with the. Here's the set outside. Roy didn't have to do much. It was tipped by Savannah. Bounces gently out of bounds. 23 a crack. Here comes the libero, Weeks. She's been very vocal. She's the spirit animal of that squad. Big back row hit. Wade wishes he had that one back.
we haven't talked about much, but Wade might be one of the most active volleyball coaches in terms of like up and down the sideline. And
second most. Have you seen the Edgar guy? Wait till you see that guy. But yeah, Wade's very animated. I don't know how he survives coaching in jeans. He should have some athletic pants on, some shorts.
Well, we're going to get bonus volleyball.
Yeah, no kidding. 24 a pop. Here we go. Georgia on the serve. Sonia underneath it. Big swing there by Linder and blocked.
Stayed on Colby's side,
but it's
though.
Yep.
Didn't get quite far enough forward to send that one back.
Rolled on the wrong side of the net. Savannah jazzing up everybody. Roy not losing any pace. Wants to keep the momentum on the Stratford side. There's a swing by Thompson on the right side. Good strike right down the middle. 25 a pop. There's this big, go ahead.
And there's a time when they took a little something off the strike, but placed it well.
I was going to say, there's this big open gap, and I think that's what they're trying to exploit on this Stratford squad. Pass to Roy. Roy wrangling it back in. Free ball for Colby, but can they make it work? Wilner popping it up. Stratford going to work with a free ball. See if they can put this one away. Berg taps it over. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Going back around, here comes the set. Wilner in the middle. Georgia back to Wilner. Going to the far corner. Stratford still alive. Here's a pop-up. Nobody can put this ball away. There's the set and the swing. Far outside. Going to go out into the hallway. Stratford gets the ball. 26-25. Stratford needs a side out. Or an ace. Hop, skip, and a service. Berg. Into the net, and that set it's going to be Stratford. Colby. Oh, by the skin of their teeth, but Stratford survives. They rebound, they pick it back up, and they get set number one. There we go. We're going back to commercial?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Don't go anywhere.
An employee once asked me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Well, we're playing Ice Ice Baby because we need to cool down. That match, or that set, was red hot. Stratford down as much as 4 points nearing the end, claw their way back and hold off Colby's surge.
And, you know, Colby had the surge. There was a point where Colby was ahead a little bit early. Stratford had a big run, then Colby had the big run to tie it up. And if this set is anything like the last one, I don't know I don't know if we're going to have much of a voice left by the time this is done.
I know. But you know what? It's going to be worth it because that was quite the matchup. That was awesome to watch. So, taking a look at Stratford, sometimes it's a little bit too early to overreact to these things. If you're Stratford, what you got to clean up on is like the passing. Mm-hmm. If they got even half of those passes back into correct placement, I don't think this game would have been close, honestly. And that was, oh my goodness! With the pick and roll! Georgia Weiland.
That one was about as far down the net as you can get and still get it to flip over.
The net jumper. She didn't try to dare do that again. Here comes a set. Roy on the far outside. Good swing. Colby recovers. Harrison gives it a big old swing. Whoa, nice pop up there by Sonia. Here comes Colby to see if they can put this one away. Savannah to the corner. Weeks. Oh, and almost a save by Sonia. Runs. Or no, Tessa. Sorry, Tessa running to her bench. Can't wrangle it back in. Colby 2-0.
And the corner judge running out of the way on
She's
that
like,
one.
Oh my gosh, they're coming at me. Here comes Sonia. Set to number 1, Allison. Bills recovers. Here comes the bump to Savannah. Back over here to Tessa. Set to Tessa. Swings to the middle. Diving hit by Hayden. Pops it up. Bills. Oh, just out. A volleyball and a half length out of bounds.
Great thought on that play. Just that touch too far.
No, it was a great spot. It really was. Yeah, it was just a touch too far, and that's what's going to happen. Emerson up to serve. Whack! Sending it down deep. Wilner had to back up a little bit. Georgia, quick set there to Harrison. Far right. There goes the 2-point lead. Tie ball game. Emerson. She's having a great night so far. Serving it to Wilner again. Pops it up. Georgia outside. Savannah loses track of it.
I think she just had a little too much momentum kind of lurking towards the center.
Yes.
And then it came down behind her. She tried to lean back.
Yeah, she lost track of it. Yeah, she sailed out of it and got in a blind spot or something. Here's a quick set from Dylon. Wilner with a big swing from the back row. Stratford trying to save it. What a great dig by Linder and Berg, but just not enough. Hanging on. Nope. No more hanging on. Tie ball game. 3-3. Set number 2. Savannah on the serve. Emerson back to setting duties. Whoa! Berg gonna absolutely destroy that ball, but then Harrison said, I'm gonna shut the door. Big block. 4-3. Savannah on the serve again. Going to that far right side, going after Hollitz. Free ball for Colby. Dalen was going to swing, but then the whistles are blown, and the point's going to go to Stratford. I missed what the call was.
Double hit.
Oh, there you go. Steven, I'm going to let you call this one. Big swing there by Berg. She's one of the better players on that Stratford team. I shouldn't say better players. One of the top dogs on that team. Sheeler, Berg, Hollitz. That's a big front three. It's a big team to get around if you're Colby. Free ball. Here's a nice pop-up right there to keep that play alive. Roy to the outside! Sheeler gets blocked. Finally gets popped up, trying to get away from those blockers. Harrison with a big swing! It doesn't snap down, goes out. Ball's not tipped. Stratford maintains possession and gains the point, 6-4. Tessa, hop, skip, and a serve. Bills, Georgia, Wilner with the touch. And
elbow in the net.
How about that?
Allison Lidner.
Ha! Didn't see that coming. 5-6. Colby down 1. Harrison. Nice serve. Wow, great play by the libero getting underneath that. Colby still able to get a hold of that ball, though. Roy to the outside corner. Big swing by Sheeler. Colby gonna wrangle it back in. Pop up by Wilner. Misdirection right there. Roy gonna try the outside to Kaufman. Oh, sorry, not Kaufman. Brianna. Landwehr making some more play time here in the second set. 6-6. Harrison likes to serve from that far corner. Goes right back after Sheeler. They must have something going on there. Sheeler trying to cut it. So you do this cut where it's like a karate chop, and then it just kind of like hugs the interior of that net, and then it just drops to the bottom. A very effective play, hard to execute. Harrison serving it over. Roy setting it up. Linder can't smack it down. Wilner gonna try her darnest. Here comes Weeks screaming out, "Get it, girls!" And now is a big swing right there by Roy. You kind of wonder if they're going to kind of rotate Roy to get some more swings in. It seems that she doesn't act like she's got the height, but she definitely's got the motion and the snap. She's got some very, very nice swings. Georgia with the back set to Decker. Double hit. 8-7. Close ball game so far. Stratford reminding everybody that you can't double hit in a volleyball game. Go ahead, Steven.
And Roy's that perfect player you kind of want complementing the two tall players as that one drops in, where she can, move around a bit more and kind of find those open spots on the floor.
Yeah, she kind of is like this sneaky good player. She's got a very good presence on that Stratford squad. Dalen on the serve now. She had a big block from before. Whoa! Callan locked and loaded, killing the ball. 9-8. Man, when she connects and she gets a set she likes, holy cow, that is a really hard swing to stop. Great vision. Georgia back set. Wilner gets blocked. Stratford gets back to work. Roy able to get underneath it to Savannah, and then goes to Decker, tips it over. Free ball to Stratford. Oh man, Daisy with the kiss off the hands of Decker. Falls to the Colby side. 8-10. Coming up here to serve next, Brianna. Wow, with a dink and a doink. That was a good serve. Colby able to recover. Getting set back on defense. Big swing there by number 7, Yoder. Wilner causing some disruptions. Yoder sending it right back over. Georgia, 50-50 ball. Somebody was in the net. Goes to Colby. Yep. There you go. 8-10. 9-10. Hayden's like, Coach, it's my serve. Hayden, always a great server. Nice spot there. Oh man, but Stratford makes him pay. Sheeler with a big swing. Deflects off the side of Savannah. 9-11. Coming up next here, Ashley. Big serve right there. Dalen. Nice pass. Great set. Savannah sends it to the back corner. They like to pick on that libero over there. Tessa tips it over the big blocking of Colby. Decker gets decked. Colby recovers. Georgia, free ball to Stratford. Set to the middle. Berg gets blocked a little bit. To the far outside is Thompson. She's going to play some small ball. Finds the open gap. Nobody able to get there in time. 10-11. That's just smart volleyball right there. You'd be licking your chops at that big set, but if you see an open gap, it's not about style points. It's about the points. You guessed it. Just like that. Oh, Noah, great response right there. Swing outside, lands in. Coach Wade's like, where's my line judge? Wow, how about that? Kennedy Bills, not Noah Bills. I'm going to have an angry mom yell at me for that one. libero Weeks. Ava serving. Wilner, nice pass there to Georgia, to Thompson. Tries to hit that back over to the same area where Tessa was lying in wait, but she lets it float out of bounds. 13-10. Ava still serving. Drops it down low. Georgia to the middle. Savannah tries to go into the center. Stratford able to recover. Back to the outside to Savannah. Oh, that was close into the net. Nice set there by Sonia, and finally gets hit over by number 8. Oh, nobody knew. Harrison ran at it. Looked behind. Savannah said, I thought that was yours. 10-14. Ava still serving. Hollitz in the back by her. Georgia to Savannah. Big swing right there. Ava getting underneath it. Sonia to Tessa. Wow, with the touch. Playing her own field vision right there. Falls gently into a big open gap in that Colby defense. 10-15. Momentum is building on the Stratford side. Ava. Bills. Setting it up. Right over to the far side. Savannah goes. Sonia to Tessa. Tessa, same spot, same play. Gotta have a heads up right there. You can't let that be a repeat offense. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on us. Ava still serving. Her arm's gonna get worn out. 16-10. Georgia straight up the middle. Harrison! Wow, just goes out of bounds.
And that's the thing Colby's had at the parts of the stretches. They've been so close to the line so many times.
Yeah, absolutely. Ava still serving. Wilner, will this be the one that they get off of this point train? Or back on the point train? Sonia to the outside, and there we go. Double hit. 11-17. That's not too high of a mountain to climb. Tessa to Sonia, and then libero hits it into the net. Ava and Hollitz had a little bit of miscommunication. Georgia with the serve. Finally gets set to the middle to Berg. Wilner recovers. Georgia to Savannah. Oh, man. Colby is, Stratford adapted. They said, we're just not going to power hit these. Let them play super aggressive and let their back line play too deep. And they're just playing that open gap. Roy, towing the line. Oh, no, Bills. Wanted to get in front of it, tried to get away, but tapped it in front of Hayden anyway. These things happen. 12-19. Stratford looking to see if they can put this one away. Roy to Wilner. Georgia to Dalen. Big fight there, but Colby able to get it off and underneath. And then Tessa sets it up to Savannah, but able to get recovered is Stratford. Wow, what a great play by Stratford. They gave a gift to Colby. Savannah thought that they were gonna, it was her birthday, smashes the heck out of it. Stratford able to recover, send it back over. Now we're in an 8-point swing, 20-12. Roy with a nice serve there. Back row set, Bills. Sends it to the outside, can't get it in. 21-12.
This is an 11-2 run for Stratford.
Wow. You know, those points get to 6 or higher, you get in this rut, and you just start spinning your tires. You just got to get out of that rut. Harrison tipping it over. Ava, back to Hollitz. Off the net. Wade's going to call a timeout. Colby on the timeout.
And we'll take it with them.
Yep, absolutely. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready for a faster and easier mortgage process? Tap Lending combines the speed and efficiency of technology and people, and a great local bank. The perfect combination for your mortgage.
Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clitter Insurance.
All right, welcome back. Colby looking at a big lead that they got to try to chase after. Or a big Stratford lead in front of them, I should say, that they got to chase after.
And to think just a few minutes ago it was 10-10.
I know, so like Steven pointed that out, it was an 11-2 run. A massive shift. All of a sudden, Colby just like said, whoa, what just hit us? Here comes the set to the far outside to Savannah. There we go! Smart play, great execution. Head coach Omican preaches that. Just need good execution.
And that's the thing, if you're Colby, everything has kind of gone wrong this game, but you still have 3 more to possibly come back in this.
Exactly. Well, nobody likes to be in a 2-game hole, but that doesn't mean it's over. Great serve by Savannah. She's playing angry. Going off with the fingertips of Weeks. 14-22.
And that's one of those quick decision-making moments for Weeks. That one probably sails out of bounds if she lets it go.
Yeah, absolutely. Roy outside. That was a hit from Brianna, and that's going to sail out of bounds. 15-22. Positive points. As opposed to negative points, I guess. But still, positive points. Savannah serving angry. There we go. Eyeballing it just like you want to. You judge your distance of where you see that ball in conjunction with where your body is, and then you can make that snap decision of like, yeah, that one's out. Savannah serving again. Out of bounds, 23-16. Stratford looking to see if they can just put a nail or put a last sentence on the chapter of this set. Miscommunication there between Dalen and Georgia. Both swing at it and it goes into the net. 1 more point to go. Hollitz. Oh, that wasn't Hollitz, sorry. That was Tessa Miller. Nice swing there. Colby getting that point back.
Talk a little bit about some of the luck that comes to it. They missed those lines so much in that run. Right there, Hayden Wilner just touches the line.
And they're like, where was this all game? Now they're falling in. Harrison back to serve. Good spot. Tessa, great pass. Ooh, just can't get it over is Callan. 18-24. Colby chasing after that 20-point mark. Harrison trying to avoid the side out. Savannah, nice chase after the ball there to be closer to that net, and Wilner not going to make it in time. And that'll be the end of this set. Stratford taking the first 2 in this matchup. Oh, and then we're going to
take some commercials.
Yeah, so we're going to get reset. They're going to get reset. Don't go anywhere. Get yourself maybe freshened up. We'll come right back.
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we are here to help you with your local home needs. Whether it's your first house, or your dream house, or your last house, Fairway is here for you. We care about our customers because they are not only our neighbors, but our friends. We are a locally owned mortgage company, and we pride ourselves on helping better our community and our customers. If you would like to learn more about your home options, please give me a call today at 715-384-7878.
living every day to the fullest, giving hugs and laughing loudly, bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit as most companies are, so we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
Forward Bank. Is that the commercial I saw?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Forward Bank. What a great financial institution those guys are. Big community builders, too. I mean, some people look at that as like, oh, yeah, put away the grease gun. Yeah, you care about the community. They actually really do. They set up a lot of great things, and they have so many different ways to match donations. And, especially if you wanted to create like an account as like somebody says like, well, I want to build up donations. They will set up something where they'll help match. They great interaction with all the communities here in northern central Wisconsin. Definitely check them out. Was there a touch on that one? There seemed to be a lot of reaction to that. Nope, they're going to give it to Stratford. Ball was out, not touched. 1-0 Stratford. Roy up to serve. Swing. Wilner. Great pop-up to Georgia. She was trying to punch that one over.
And this is a good growing moment for a team, too. You're down 2-0. Do you fight back and try and get a fourth game, or do you, for lack of a better term, kind of roll over and accept fate?
Accept the fate? Oh! Savannah looked like she threw it. She gave it a very forceful tap. 1-2. I think you fight like heck.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think every school is going to say that. But it comes down to the coaching. Some coaches will be like, okay, just try your best out there. Other coaches are going to be like, you fight like heck. Wilner hoping that she was going to run into some traffic there, like maybe a block. Maybe somebody was going to stick out an arm, but no, that was going to sail out of bounds. But it was touched. So it worked out in their favor, apparently. Savannah on the serve. 2-2.
And we might show it if the next time Savannah serves. I might bring it up, but Stratford playing 4 across that back line against her serving.
They're not letting any of them get away. There were some big blocks there. Wade jumping up and down and saying, put it away, and there it is! Great instincts by Savannah to attack that ball and put it into the back corner, making that Sheeler chase after it.
And you can see on screen.
Yeah,
they're bring one of those players back to fight against that placement game.
Fight it there against the net. Dalen, wow, making sure her ponytail doesn't get into the net. Nice swing there, whacking it against the blockers. Those are some of the ones where it's just like, you just hit that as hard as you can against those hands. Just let that skip to the other side. Savannah, big serve right there. Roy wrangling it. That was off of the hands. It looked like it was bouncing off the net, but you can see it went off of the Colby blockers. 5-2, Colby.
And all those balls that, last game, end of the last game, that ball would have fallen back on Colby's side.
Yeah, absolutely. Colby is not letting them get away with anything on this one. Wow, that was out of bounds, but it looked like it was going to be really close, but give credit to Ashley right there. Stayed well disciplined. Tessa, hop, skip, pops it up. Wilner to Georgia. Back to Wilner. Big swing. Can't snap it down. Another kill swinging outside. Falls out of bounds. Here comes Burke. Hop, skip, and a hit. Savannah, pass up to the front. Got to get punched over. Roy to the outside corner. Hollitz does that weird backhand hit. Hey, it works. 5-5.
And that's something you can never be prepared for. A player that has that range of shots they can do with the net.
Big arms, yes, absolutely. She just lots of good control. Served into the net. 6-5. Just what the doctor ordered. Here we go. Harrison, far corner, surveys the defense. Goes after Hollitz. Set goes to Hollitz. Swinging down. Wilner gets underneath it, but point goes to Stratford.
Yeah, Dalen Reich was in the net.
Oh, I see. Here we go, Allison Linder. Great pass up front. Wilner. Trying to get a cut there instead of going after her instinct just to smash it to the dead center. Close ball game right here, folks. Dalen, big hit. Big blocks by Stratford. Sending it up. Free play for Colby. Decker saves it off with a block. Stratford gets back underneath it. Roy's going to swing it to the outside to Hollitz, and big swing right there. Savannah getting underneath it. Here comes Wilner. Back corner. There it is. She's like, that's what I like to see. 7-7. Here we go. Dalen waiting for the ball to dribble back, saying, fine, I'll just get it myself.
I think that one ended up out in the hallway.
Oh, went to go get some popcorn. Served into that net, 8-7. Stratford playing with the usuals, but we have a sub coming in. Sonia going to be coming in for Ashley. Hollett's going to get some well-deserved rest. Number 9 in your program, Sheeler, still out there. Set up to middle. Decker gets blocked. Yoder. Yodelay he who. Blocking the ball. Sonia on the serve for Stratford, holding on to a 2-point lead over Colby. Nice pass off to the side there. Wilner can't wrangle it in. Hit out of bounds. 7-10. You can't be sluggish if you're Colby right now. This is only a 3-point. This is an easy swing to get back. Georgia to the middle to Decker. Tips it down. Stratford wrangling underneath it. Free ball. The libero hitting it over. Colby looking to see if they can make something of it. Oh, great swing by Wilner. Whoa, who chased after that? Goes into the fan section. That is Tessa. She's got a motor. That's a special player. 8-10.
That's a dangerous slide, too. She ended up against the bleachers there.
That could have been some reconstruction if you hit your face hard enough on these bleachers. Like, that was dangerous. Yep. But don't try to tell her that. She wants that ball. Here's another point. 9-10 now. Wilner serving. Tessa getting underneath it. Here's the set to the outside. Big swing. Sheeler. Wow, the refs are saying touched. There's some conversation. Wow, they're keeping it. Saying that Savannah touching. Savannah's like, my arms weren't even up. Sheeler dunks it into the middle. Savannah swings with some rage. 10-11. That's the kind of passion you want to see. Colby going to do some subbing. Harrison and fighting. Hillary fighting coming into the game. Had a little bit of play time, but not a whole lot. Nice serve. Had like that dead duck dive going over the top. Point to Stratford.
Serve violation. Foot fault on the baseline.
Oh, man. That's what they mean by toe the line. Ava. Savannah getting underneath it. Harrison back to Savannah. Stratford chasing after it. Gets back underneath it. Free ball. Dalen to Georgia. Harrison in the middle. Tries to hit that back corner, but Stratford not fooled. Tessa blocked. Pops back up. Linder saving it. Stratford can't wrangle it in. Goes out of bounds.
That was a dangerous one. I hear some fans down near us a little catching their breath a little bit.
Yeah, I was hearing this. 11-12. It's okay, people. We're all okay. Roy hitting it over, but Colby wrangles it back up. Great save by Weeks. Set to the far outside. Sonia to Tessa Berg. Wow, there was a good dive there by Fighton. Called it a double?
Yep. No, in the net. Colby was in the net.
Oh, never mind. But it was a great save by Fighton right there. Roy on the serve. Here comes the set. The swing, Dylan! Trying to hit that far corner. It was a good idea. But just a bit outside. 14-11. Colby very much in this ball game. Emerson serving. Good set. Harrison into that net. She had to get a little bit of air underneath her. Try to get on top of that ball, but it's going to go into the net. 15-11. Set number 3. Can't let this one get away. Stratford, you're going to try to pour it on right here. You don't want to keep Colby into it. Dalen tries to go to that line. Not going to make it. Timeout, Colby. And I'm guessing...
Ads.
What?
An ad.
Yeah, we're going?
Yep.
There we go.
Hey, you know that 30-inch walleye? I feel like he's right out in the center there. He'll be in my cooler in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I brought the old tip shot. You know, biggest walleye always takes a shot. Look at all those ducks out there. Just in case. Time to do the weekly cleaning of the car seat. How is that even possible? Yeah, if you're really good, we can head to the park. Man, she's got a cannon. Well, suppose I should take some extra wide equipment down the freeway at about 30 miles per hour during rush hour, create a Wisconsin traffic jam. So that's Bart, Brett, Aaron, and that one way down there, that's Lambo. Man, all work, no play. Man, the cost of lumber these days.
Look at that vertical advertisement. Wow. So fancy. Fancy like Applebee's. You know that song?
I do not.
Oh, we're going to play it for you. Oh! We had a nice set swing by Harrison just into the net. It was a good look. Got to keep up with that kind of play. That was a good setup. 17-11. Roy with the serve. Great pass. Oh, trying to save it though. That's where it gets hard. Like if you're gonna reach back with your one hand like that with the closed fist. Couldn't steer it back in. Probably could have just let Savannah take control of that one. Roy not wasting any time. Here comes her next serve. She has been a serving machine. Dalen with the big swing. Goes through that front of Hollitz. And Linder. 12-18. Here comes Savannah. Isn't it funny they have a Savannah and a Georgia on that team?
Yeah.
So when Savannah and Georgia get the sets to each other, yeah, it's special. And it's geographic. 19-12. Stratford smelling blood in the water, looking to see if they can close this out against Colby.
And that was one of those spots where you really need to just get that ball across. And you know, you can't take risks when you're down 7.
Correct. Berg wrangling it back in for Stratford. Big swing by Hollitz. Also in the net. Point goes to Colby. Well, plus it was out of bounds. Taking a quick water break. Non-stop action here in Colby. It's getting so hot in here the cheese is going to melt. Harrison, here comes the serve. Oh! Kind of lands weirdly off of Callan. Callan's like, ugh.
That was a bit of the spin on the ball. 'Cause there was a little bit of a weird spin on that.
She was trying to do this where you kind of like, you do this little pinch, but there was too much momentum on that ball. Ava gets underneath it. Here's the set. Outside corner. Hollitz can't make it happen. 15-19. Colby very much in the fight. Wade yelling, you get your eyes open. Set to the outside. Hollitz. No, Sheeler, sorry. Makes it happen, getting it back to Stratford, 20-15. She must have been a senior. Nope, that can't be it. We don't know what they were cheering. A double hit by Dalen. It's these mental mistakes in the wrong place at the wrong time for the Hornets. 21-15. Oh, goes out of bounds. Just touched off of Savannah. That was so close.
The worst part was she didn't change enough to like knock it out of bounds. It would have gone out of bounds either way, and I think she was trying to tuck back in.
Well, and the fabric, gosh darn it, it was so loud. Linder on the serve here. Decker popping it up. Oh, wow. Daisy taking care of business with that gimme play right there, 23-15. Set 3. Possibly the last set. Colby looking to see if they can pull off a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Oh, right off of Sarah Strasburger. Ricochet off of the arms.
Match point.
And here it comes. Need some points. Pops it up. Wilner in the middle. Stratford gets underneath it. Whoa! Goes into the stratosphere! And that's going to do it! Stratford survives Colby in the first set and then just ground and pounds them in the final 2 sets. And sweeps Colby here, and the match is over. Colby kept it close at times in that set 2 and 3, but then Stratford clawed their way out in hostile territory.
So I'm going to sneak down. We're going to grab an interview with our player of the game from Stratford, and then, I don't know, do you want to stick around and talk about it after?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be around here. We'll do a post-game. Steven, you get down there.
Check, check. Yeah. All right, joined by our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game, Tessa Berg. Tessa, we're going to start with that first set. Really close. Obviously, you guys pull it out there at the end. I think it was 28-26 or something like that. What did you guys take from that first one that allowed you to kind of get a little bit better wins in the second and third?
So we've been
been struggling with finishing a lot, so we realized that we need to push ourselves to be better. And we've seen Colby 2 times before, and we know they're a strong hitting team. We just needed to pull ourselves out of it and push ourselves harder that match.
It was 10-10 there in the second set, and then you guys go on a run, 12-2 run. What kind of changed there for you guys at that point?
Mostly our mental game. We've been struggling with pushing ourselves and finishing, and getting that lead really means a lot to us. So I think just pushing ourselves was the biggest thing.
And then obviously pretty loud environment here today between your guys' student section, Colby's student section. Do you guys feed off that at all when you get those good crowds like that?
Of course we feed off of it. We love our student section, and the energy that we create, that our bench creates, and that student section creates really helps us out. So.
All right, sounds good. Congrats on the win. We might see you down the road. All right, I'm going to come back up top. Matt and I are going to close things out here in just a moment.
There we go.
Oh man, it's like I can't hear anything. Am I still there?
Yeah. Oh, no, that's why.
Oh, that's why.
There we go.
Yay!
Push the right buttons on the soundboard.
It's like a party time atmosphere in here.
Well, I think after a match like that, it probably will be. That was
a lot of high energy.
High energy. And again, we talked about at the beginning, the Colby, they had the 3-0 loss to Athens, but they were in most of those sets. Today, first and third, really in them. And just, so close. And that's where I think sometimes volleyball, if you look at just that final score line, can be so misleading.
Yeah, absolutely. And give it up for Stratford. Like, they didn't let the miscues really get to them. Like, all these mental mistakes, like, they were making the adjustments and the corrections that they needed to. So, like, they noticed it, like, early on that Colby's front was pretty big. Like, misleading big. So then they started playing the small ball, dinks, dunks, really paying attention of where placement is going to go. And then what really started really just putting Stratford over the top is that they did those far outside sets where they were getting ahead of Colby's shifting. They couldn't shift far enough or fast enough to really get a good block, and they basically just put that ball up only where that Berg and that Sheeler could get it, and they just smashed the heck out of that ball for those cross angle hits, which are so hard to defend.
Yeah, and then also, but at the same time, you saw them a little more finesse, a little more placement shots, especially in that second part of that second set when they really, Colby was doing a good job blocking, so then they started going over the top and dunking them in.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, when those balls had to go dead center and Colby was backing up because they're like, hey, we got to get these big swings, so back up so you can get, like, underneath it. Like you said, you don't ignore those open gaps. You're just going to dink it right over the top. You know what I mean? If you're going to play that aggressive at the net, you got to have people in that back row that can react. And in this kind of, like, environment on this kind of floor, which I know this is kind of weird, this is really hard to do that pinpoint reaction where you can really dig down and chase after that ball. And because this floor is pretty unforgiving to dive all around, so you're not going to really be chasing after those. But yeah, you could tell there's a few times where Colby they got in their head, like in those middle parts, and that is what really hurts because like when they really pulled it on, it was either at the beginning or at the end. It was those middle points that they really needed to get.
For sure, but I think there's positives you can take away for Colby. Obviously, diving into the conference schedule starting tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Gilman.
And I think you're going to see a few more positives. Colby's played a tough schedule. You get into the conference schedule, and you're going to have a few more opponents where I think Colby can get some of that confidence rolling and, maybe make a late run. Because a lot of times you get that confidence going, especially if you can win 2, 3, 4 in a row. You can roll into the playoffs, and you never know what can happen then.
That's what Wade was kind of saying last week. We got to get through this first part of the schedule. This week is going to really be bad, but if we can poise ourselves for the mid part of the season, and can we build up enough repertoire and enough experience that we really could chase after that and sneak into these playoffs. And that's what you just said is exactly what he's banking on. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of up and up here. Like there's players here, like in the first game of the season, they played flat. But now they're all of a sudden a lot of these players are like snapping the ball, especially like, like with Dalen. She at the beginning wasn't really swinging the ball with a lot of confidence, but now she's really, each time she plays, she's hitting that ball harder and harder. And then you gotta imagine in a few more games, she's gonna be dangerous. That's for sure. Otherwise, man, Stratford though, one more time, gotta give them mad props. They had some smart players, great players, way to adjust to the adversity. And then on the Colby side, yeah, there's a lot of talent.
Oh yeah, two very talented teams that I think both are still finding themselves a little bit. You saw Stratford a little bit more towards the end, that 4-person back line, adjustment and having players that can do that little bounce back and forth is huge. And being able to develop that type of game, and you saw him doing that a bit there in that third set when, we pointed out once, but for most of that third set, they were playing a 4-person back line.
Yeah, and that was another great adjustment. Like, okay, Savannah's like a big swing, or a big a big server. Let's put everybody on that back line so we can ensure that good pass. So, when are we going to meet up again, Steven?
Well,
or don't you want the cat out of the bag yet?
Well, there's a little football game Friday night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but apparently for some people it is. It's going to be a clash of the Merrillwood Titans. Colby travels abroad. Edgar came to play them. Now it's a switch. Colby has to go there. And it's going to be a clash of the Titans. Two undefeated Merrillwood. Actually, there's a bunch of undefeated Merrillwood teams, but two of the top Merrillwood teams, and there's a lot of them, but two of the top two perennial contenders are going to meet under the Friday Night Lights, and it is going to be like more tense than sitting on a nuclear warhead.
I didn't get to go to the one last year. You guys had that one, but we're going to have the full crew out on Friday night for that one from Edgar. So,
and and I don't say this because obviously I'm a Colby kid, but like what makes that game special is that you have two storied school sport franchises. Obviously Edgar's got way more hardware. Colby, when we've went to state, we've made the best of it. But recently, out of the depths out of our slump years for the last 6 seasons, all of a sudden we're back at top dogs again. And then the Wildcats, and I didn't know this, you told me this, that was the first time in recent memory Edgar didn't win the Merrillwood Championship. Now you got an angry Wildcat team. But what else makes this narrative even more interesting, Stephen, is for the longest time, the stigma against Colby is that we don't really play any quality teams until playoffs or until at state, because everybody would be like, oh yeah, but how did you get to the playoffs? How did you get those wins? But we've beaten Edgar every time since 1998. Granted, it's only twice, but well, and so now there's this budding rivalry. Go ahead, you were going to say something.
I mean, you talked about the storied programs. I think it's important to say that there are 11 state championships between the two teams on the field Friday, 18 state title game appearances between the two. I mean,
a lot of hardware.
A lot of hardware.
A lot of playoff appearances.
And Colby's got 4 of those, I think. I'm looking at
They have 4 titles now.
4 titles. So, I mean, they've got 4 of... It's not like it's one of those where it's like, yeah...
Or is it 5?
I think it's 5 now. I'm looking at the...
Dang, I don't know. It's all... Okay, so, 98. And then... I'm
going to go look at the banners real quick.
Oh, my gosh. He's counting it up. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, it is 4. Okay.
4.
Yeah, it's 4. 4 out of 6.
Yep. So, I mean, both programs have been so good recently. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not going to sleep on the rest of the Merrillwood by any stretch of the imagination.
No, because, man, you were talking about them, and we both talked about them at the beginning of the season, especially at the end of the season, Auburndale, especially that unbelievable playoff push that they had. It feels like we're taking away from the volleyball game, but anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Abbotsford, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this Colby Edgar thing, it's not like going to be this flip-flop, washout, one's dominating the other. That one's going to be a slugfest. But if you're a Colby fan, you're excited but nervous because we disrupted a lot when Edgar came in and we beat him soundly. And you could bank on it that Edgar has been waiting for this game since the day after that game last year.
363 days, I think it is.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
They were just like, give us a date.
Yep. So it's going to be a good one. We're going to have, like I said, we're breaking out some extra bells and whistles. We're going to have a lot of fun with that game Friday.
Oh, man, bells and whistles. I love it.
So.
But yeah, so stay tuned for that. So now, but before that, where are you guys off to this week?
We got a couple Medford events the rest in between. Tomorrow we got volleyball from Medford. Should be a good matchup. The Northland Pines Eagles make the trip south to take on the Raiders.
Oh,
in
it's a fun
Raider
time.
Hall. And then some Thursday night football. Medford playing a Thursday night game. They host probably one of the best mascots in the state, the Ashland Oardockers.
What's an Oardocker? What does he look like?
It's actually a ship. The SS Docker. So, but yeah, Ashland making the long trip south for some football on a Thursday night.
The Oardockers?
The Oardockers are.
Well, it could have been worse. They could have been no, I won't say the Edmund Fitzgeralds. Never mind. Well, anyway, Steven, is there anything else?
I think we're good.
Hey, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you to On Focus for coming here to Seatown to bring this live coverage to the comforts of wherever you're calling home tonight on your device, or maybe it's on your television set. Thank you so much for tuning in. And